Okay, so we have started this live, but we'll need to wait for people to join in because I think I'm a little early. So, yeah, just to give a context, this live is mainly for CFA level 1 and level 3 February exam. I think people have started joining in. If anybody's in, could you just say a hi and can you let me know if you're audible or not? But yeah, as I was saying, this live is pretty much for the CFA level 1 and level 3 February 2024 candidates. Everything from your last minute anxieties to the Deferral, the scholarship, everything that you want to know will be covered in this live. Any live doubts, anxieties, like I said. Other than that, we'll also be discussing how to crack interviews in one go. If there's any difficult question you've ever faced or you think you can face or something that you don't know how to answer, then we'll take up that as well. I remove my glasses. I think I'll remove my glasses because that yellow light is reflecting. Hi, Tanishk. Hi, Tanish. Can you hear me? If you can just say a yes or a no, I hope it's a yes. We've got people joining in. I'm going on a partial blind mode. Chashma nikal ke. Is it on? Hello, Tanish. Can you hear me? I'm hoping there are no net issues because I know that there are. Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, till somebody confirms whether we can hear us or not, I hope whatever I'm saying is audible. We will be discussing everything for the CFA February level 1, level 3 exam. That does not mean that the chat will be limited to that. If there are any other questions for any further exams, any other topics that you guys want to discuss, we'll do it all over here. But let's just wait for people to join in. Right now, I can only see Tanishk Khandelwala on the chat. Okay, I think. Hi, Aryan. Can you hear me? Can you just confirm yes or no if I'm audible and visually okay? Sab kuch. Good evening, Sudhanshu. How are you guys? How are you, Aryan? How are you, Sudhanshu? How are you, Tanish? कोई तो कंफर्म कर दो if I'm audible or not. मेरे को लगा मैं खुद से बात कर रही हूँ. Am I audible, guys? Is it okay? कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ लो, कोई ऑडिबल के लिए yes या no बोल दो, please. I can see people joining in, but nobody's confirming if I'm audible. I'm a little worried about that. Thank you so much, Sudhanshu. Finally, somebody confirmed that I'm audible. Thank you so much, Aryan. I think I'm having a net issue. मुझे थोड़ा slow लगा है मुझे chat. But anyways, how are you guys? How are you, Tanishk? How are you, Aryan? How are you, Sudhanshu? क्या चल रहा है life में? Any questions? I don't think आप में से कोई level 1 February में दे रहा है. मुझे नहीं लगता ये batch है. Not Tanishk at least if I'm not mistaken. Guys, questions. Uh, till we get questions, I just want to also let you guys know that I have updated the on exam day plan video. It's updated on Monday. तो नहीं देखा है तो वो जरूर देखना. उसमें से भी एक टिप था जो मैंने शायद नहीं दिया है. Let me think मैंने क्या क्या टिप्स दिए. That was one thing. And also deferral process, आप में से जितने भी लोगों को CFA February exam को defer करना था, I hope you guys are aware that you cannot defer it to May and you can't do anything. You have to wait till 26th Feb. But yeah, ये तो हो गई मेरी बातें. Any questions, guys? Anybody coming up with questions so that we take up questions on the chat? कुछ भी बातें कर लो अगर CFA के ऊपर क्वेश्चन नहीं है. Thank you so much, Tanishk, for confirming this. I am going to give August. Yes, Aryan, I thought कि मैंने कहीं पढ़ा था. So how have you started preparing for the exam, Aryan? Even I'm giving my CFA level 3 in August too. मेरी preparation तो बहुत ही खराब चल रही है. Questions. Guys, questions पूछ लो. I think my internet is lagging. I'm sorry for that. Nanshu ma'am, is CA tough or CFA? Honestly, syllabus wise जो मैंने सुना है, I've not given CA, but I've heard that दोनों कहीं ना कहीं at par है. But without wanting to degrade anything, what I have heard, मैं बस उस basis पे बोल रही हूँ कि CA थोड़ा unorganized है as compared to CFA. You know, CFA is a very very organized course. they've planned out everything very systematically. तो सीए में क्या है ना, वो थोड़ा सा अनऑर्गेनाइजेशन की वजह से becomes a little bit tough. Also सीए में वो जो compulsion है वो articleship period का, that makes it a little bit more tougher because you have to manage that along with your studying. So that aspect में I would say CA is slightly tougher, but दोनों equally tough है overall if you go to see. It's just about how you manage it. But ये जो मैंने सुना है differences, मैं आपको वो बता रही हूँ. Definitely मैंने CA दिया नहीं है, so I can't say. Amazing, Aryan. I think you're doing very, very well. Keep going. और क्वांट्स कर लिया मतलब कैलकुलेटर चलाने भी आ गया. So very, very good. Sudhanshu, I hope I answered your question and it was satisfactory to what you wanted. Any other questions, guys? मैं ऐसे ही बैठ जाती हूँ जब तक आए, क्योंकि आज नेट पे लैग हो रहा है. क्वेश्चंस क्वेश्चंस क्वेश्चंस, अभी लोग आ तो हैं बट क्वेश्चंस अब तक आए नहीं है. Anybody giving CFA level 1 or level 3 now? Anybody applying for the scholarship? Anybody planning to give job interviews? कुछ तो मुझे मतलब अपडेट दे दो अपने लाइफ के बारे में if you guys don't have a question. Also, in the meanwhile, till people are entering, ma'am, will ACCA help in getting the job along with CFA? Tanish, it will help, but in my personal opinion, also, if you saw the podcast with Manish sir, we have actually said it in that piling on degrees जो हम बोलते हैं ना एक के ऊपर एक, see the more the merrier for sure, but you need to see will it be incrementally more beneficial for you or not, or are you just doing it because you want to pile it up. If you've already done ACCA and now you want to switch to CFA for whatever reason you've understood that you want to get into this field, then yeah, fine. If not, don't do ACCA just because somebody told you कि ज्यादा degrees पाने से ज्यादा फर्क पड़ता है. मेरे हिसाब से, and even what I discussed with Manish sir, it's just the incremental benefit will go to waste. End of the day, focus on what you want to do. If you're more interested in the investment portfolio advisory side of things, then CFA enough itself is more than enough. Mergers and acquisitions wo sector mein. If you want to get into accounting, taxation, that section, then do what is it, ACCA na, I think, yeah, then focus on that. No point of doing everything and wasting your entire youth, your jawani ke prime years just studying, in my opinion. Should I learn Python? Aryan, if you have the time, it's a good thing to learn because the way we are transforming in our lives with AI and all these algorithm models, I think it would be beneficial. So if you have the time and you have the bandwidth, definitely go for it. Sudhanshu, ma'am, will my accounting firm experience help me in CFA? Definitely, Sudhanshu, in some form. It will not help you, I would say, everything may, but in some form. For example, FRA, you'll find a little bit more easier to deal with depending on what you were working with. छोटे छोटे टॉपिक्स में भी आपको ज्यादा या किसी सब्जेक्ट के बीच का कोई कॉन्सेप्ट यू विल अंडरस्टैंड इट इजियर बिकॉज यू वर्कड समवेयर. Experience always benefits you. 8 out of 10 paper finish but math not complete, so please finish but math not complete, so please get some questions regarding this in my vision pending with CFA practice questions also. Mihir, math not complete means कौन सा maths बाकी नहीं? Is it quants? 8 out of 10 paper finished but math not completed, so please give some suggestions regarding this and my vision pending with CFA practice course. I'm solving all questions given in books. Mihir, I think I remember your comment. You had 2 topics left, is what I remember. If I'm right, please correct me if I'm wrong. Like I told you in the comment as well, what I would say is keep practicing from the candidate resources, the 8 topics that you've done. The remaining 2, try to push, keep doing it. What are the 2 topics left if you do not mind putting it out here so that I can just give more detailed context? Hi Riddhi, how are you? What is your strategy for CFA level 3 August attempt? Oh Riddhi, you've seen it on my vlogs. I think today I saw your comment. I'm yet to reply. I am honestly struggling to study. I won't lie, I am on a slightly better edge because I have obviously studied it, because of my last attempt. So I'm basically just the notes making part, which is taking me a little bit longer because I'm very, very slow and very, very particular about how I like my notes to be, even though my handwriting sucks. So I think that एक ही subject का था, so that I'm doing right now, which is I think asset allocation only. So yeah, but my strategy basically, I'm going to make a detailed video, but very roughly it is watching my video lectures. Now I'm not attending the classes every weekend because, like I said, I've sat for it so many times that it sometimes gets a little monotonous. So what I do is I watch my video recorded lecture. If I need to make notes, I make it on the side, or I, while watching the lecture, go through my own notes to make sure that nothing is missed. Then I read through the Schwezer book, that entire chapter. I solve all the blue box questions from Schwezer, end of chapter Schwezer questions. Then end of chapter curriculum questions is what I will solve, which I've not yet reached there, but that's the plan. Vidhi, I hope it answered your question. 9 out of 10, yeah, cons. Only cons, me, I think you'll manage. Thoda sa jaldi just pull it. Maybe just do it in a way कि कुछ important topics कर लो. How have you not done cons? पे आपको calculator चलाने आता है ना, that's important. But I think you will manage. But make sure that those 9 subjects, what you are doing is you're constantly practicing at least 5 to 10 questions, minimum 5, maximum 10 to 15 questions from candidate resources. वो तो ज़्यादा beneficial रहेगा आपके लिए. Prathan, can we still register for CFA? Actually, I'm confused to do or not. I recently done my BBA. Pratham, yes, you can register for CFA. You can register for the August exam. You can register for the November exam, February exam, moving on forward. Why are you confused? I would say that if you're very confused, then it would make more sense to first do a class, register for a class, or enroll in a class, sit for a month or two, see if you're liking it. Yes, it's an investment, but God forbid you do not like the course, then you're saving yourself from a much bigger time investment and money investment. That's what I feel you can do. Ma'am, I've completed my candidate resource 3 times and scored 78% in my CA. Very well, completing the candidate resource 3 times is brilliant. If nobody's told you, then genuinely clapping for you, not even being sarcastic. I would say right now, be a little more calm. Don't let the fear overpower you, because that can be a downfall for you. वो मत होने देना. You're doing so well. Keep reminding yourself of how well you've done and how proud you are of yourself. That's very important. I know it seems very childish, but believe me, अगर mind में fear या anxiety होगा ना, you'll screw up on the exam day, because that's the CFA pattern. वही है वो exam. It's just a mind game, honestly. Uh, so yeah, that I would say, and I think just do one more mock, 1 or 2 more mocks would also, one more mock for sure do, but if you can do 2 more mocks, that would be great, from the CFA Institute only, or kahin se nahi karna, and constantly read through your what do you call this, formula notes, formula sheet अगर बनाइए नहीं बनाइए तो बना दो. Constantly read through your formulas, constantly read through your notes. No need to read the textbook. I think that is more than enough. And thoda sa relax. I think your exam would be in a week or so. Just be calm, because you seem to be pretty prepared, touch wood. Just make sure that your mind is calm so that on the exam day it works amazingly well. Vidhi, how you? Yes, Vidhi, I do actually saw it, but I usually reply late, as we all know. Fine, how are you? I'm also good, just completing CFA. Oh, I understand, Vidhi. I can feel your pain so much. Like literally, it's just been a struggle for me. So, kitna level 3 is so boring to study as compared to level 1 and level 2. Just putting it out there, guys. Ma'am, please see my recent comments. So, Dhanshu, I definitely will right after this live, because I can't stop it. But I definitely will see it right after the live, and I'll hopefully reply immediately. Any other question, guys? What's happening with life? नहीं तो बता दो. CFA की भी बातें हो रही है, but what's happening with life? What are you guys planning to do with CFA? चलो, let's ask a very interesting question. A lot of people here are doing CFA, but what are we looking at after CFA? Why CFA? Riddhi, I feel you so much. It is very boring. I think, Riddhi, I don't know if you've done derivatives, but derivatives and fixed income is the only, I would say, interesting part of level 3. Even equity for that matter, thoda bahut, but derivatives and fixed income is a little bit more interesting as compared to everything else that is there. Guys, questions. Sudhanshu ma'am, please keep making videos like this as well. We'll definitely do, Sudhanshu. Guys, I will always be making videos for CFA. I think that's a given. But I also want to transition, or I won't say transition, I want to add getting other people from different walks of life. Like my next podcast, I'm thinking, aap log mujhe batao if you guys are interested and if you guys want to know or have some questions, and I want to get a very good professor from a known MBA college. He's an MBA in marketing professor, and he's taught in some of the leading colleges in India, because marketing is also one of the most highest paying jobs today. Like the scope is really going up. In fact, even CFA candidates can apply for marketing, especially for the performance marketing, media buying sector, and they are paid very, very well. So I'm planning to get him on the channel to, answer such questions and also understand how MBA in marketing can be helpful. ऐसे करके I plan to get other people as well. So I want to know your suggestions. Are you guys in for this, and what kind of people do you want to see other than CFA? CFA will always be there. That's a personal promise. Even when I am done with my CFA exam, I'll constantly research to keep you guys updated. But other than that, आपको क्या देखना है मुझे please बताओ इसी life में. I have done fixed income. Yes, it's a bit interesting, but also a lot tough. Yes, it is. I honestly liked fixed income after level 1, because in level 1 I really spent a lot of time in fixed income, so I kind of got a little attracted to it. So with the I like fixed income. I will not count it in the tough category. In the tough category for me is everything that's theory. Eco is the toughest for me. Pratham Hande, what are your plans after CFA? Pratham, no detailed plans. Honestly, right now I'm taking life as is, because last 3 years have been very tough for me in a lot of aspects, be it personal, be it professional. So I don't want to get into a very very detailed plan of life anymore. क्योंकि बहुत सीख लिया कि नहीं काम किया मेरे लिए बहुत सारी चीजें. But I want to do my own thing. I don't want to put it out right now exactly what, but I do want to do my own thing, and I hope that I'm able to do it. जब भी चालू होगा properly, definitely I will inform all of you all, and I hope that आप लोग तब भी मुझे support करोगे. So yeah, Pratham, exactly that is my plan, to become an entrepreneur someday. When, I don't know. And one thing that I'm doing 100% like as a full time is YouTube. I really really love meeting new people, growing with their experiences. So like I said, getting people, business people, startup owners, I want to get them on the channel ताकि आप लोग उनके experience से कुछ सीख सको. And unfiltered, I don't want people coming and only talking about the beautiful side of things. So if you guys have seen the Manish Sir podcast, there's actually a section where he says कि अगर आपको ये करना है तो CFA करने की जरूरत नहीं. That harsh reality, that's what I want on this channel. So Pratham, I hope I answered your question, and I hope you support me even then. Only quantitative methods pending. Yes, I know how to operate BA to calculate. Actually thoroughly read quantitative. Mihir, then I think you're in a very good space. Don't panic at all. Just practice a little bit. Maybe spend one full day to only practice cons and just bring it out of the way. फिर बाकी दिन remaining 9 कर लो. If you've done that well, then I think you are not in a very bad situation. Honestly speaking, I don't think you're in too much of a bad situation. Maybe spend 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 5 hours. Just finish practicing quants. That's it. एक बार कर लो. पूरा जितना कर सकते हो, स्पेंड लाइक पुट अ टाइमर ऑफ 2 hours एंड से 2 hours में जितना क्वांट सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ कैंडिडेट रिसोर्सेज का. नाउ डोंट सॉल्व एनीथिंग एल्स, ओनली कैंडिडेट रिसोर्सेज. आई विल डू दैट. एंड देन आफ्टर those 3 4 hours, then cumulative revision, सब कुछ एक साथ. Ma'am, what's the average package after clearing all three CFA levels after BCom honors? Sudhanshu, if you're a complete fresher, giving you a very, very rough estimate, you can get up to 9 lakhs, 7 to 9 lakhs per annum. But this amount can be higher if you're very good at presenting yourself. The company is good, they're willing to pay. It can be lower if, even though you've done CFA level 3, but you're not very good at soft skills or personal presentations. So, वो थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है, but roughly you can get between 7 to 9 lakhs in a year, annum. Trading records, can you recommend some best in-depth financial modeling course providers in India? I haven't done any personally, trading records, but I will research for it and definitely make a video on this very, very soon. I'll take this topic. One thing that I am doing right now, it's not a modeling course, it's a free job simulation, which I feel is more beneficial in the world we live in. It's by Forage, because you will understand what an actual investment banking job feels like on a day-to-day basis. So you might want to try that. I'm giving my detailed review on that this week itself. But that's what I prefer to do rather than doing courses. For courses, I basically take up anything on YouTube that I want to learn and I learn it, and I feel it works pretty fine. Can we get into in boutique investment banking as a fresher? Yes, Aryan, you can. In fact, boutique investment banks take you pretty much more as a fresher. One of my friend is giving CFA since 2020, completed level 1 and third attempt and now failed L2 twice. Should he continue? Nidhi, there are two aspects to this question. One, if I want to count the technical side of it, it depends on how low is he falling from that minimum passing line. If he's very close to it and he's passionate about the course, then definitely go ahead. If he's very close, if he's very far from it and not at all passionate, then better to just leave it and get on to something better in life that can possibly be more beneficial. If he's very far from the minimum passing line, but he's very, very passionate about it, then maybe give it one last attempt, I would say, just so that personally koi regret na ho. But I think after that, I wouldn't have for level 2. Aryan Gupta, are you from Delhi? No, Aryan, I'm from Bombay. Why did you think I'm from Delhi? My mom is from Delhi, though, if it helps. Can we land an internship easily after CFA level 1? If yes, how to find one? Trading records easily being the word might not be there, but can you land an internship after CFA level 1? Yes, you can. You can land a job also. How to find one? You'll have to go through the struggle of any regular person. So basically, LinkedIn ho gaya, Naukri ho gaya. I've made a special video on a unique, which basically I go through Google, I find the company, I find the career section. That's just a little bit faster. But Can you land the job? Can you land an internship? 100% yes. Easily? Maybe yes, maybe no. थोड़ा सा luck factor आता है. How your CV looks, how you're presenting yourself, everything comes in the picture. Actually, I'm working in an investment and finance company as a credit analyst and non-give leave. For example, I started my studies till date. I study almost 10 to 11 hours. Thank you for suggesting. Mihi, I completely understand, and I'm actually so inspired because I am really like I'm doing my own thing, and I still struggle to study and work together. So I understand how hard it is for you, but it's just so good to see how well you've done, and I'm wishing you all the luck and success. I think you'll do amazingly well, and like I said, it's an inspiration for everybody on this chat if they're reading what you're doing. So touch wood, very very good, and all the very best. Any other question, guys? Deferral wale, scholarship wale. How many people are applying for the scholarship over here? CFA scholarship. Interview questions, guys. Have you ever had a funny interview story? If anybody has gone for an interview, anybody having college placements? Questions. आज लोग बहुत कम आए. I don't know why. Is it because it's a weekday? Is it because you guys don't want me to make content anymore? Should I stop making content? वो तो खैर होगा नहीं actually, but still. But लोग क्यों कम आ रहे हैं, guys? Any particular reason? How to build a good profile as a fresher. Be honest, Aryan. You can add your college achievements if you've done some events or something. You can add your college projects also. अगर कोई तगड़े projects होते हैं ना, जैसे कि something very very big that you've worked on, you can do that as well. You can add that in. You can add a section in your CV saying academic projects and write about those projects and what you learned out of it. So, for example, मेरे college में एक था क्या था reading the balance sheet करके कुछ था. So it was similar, or when I was applying for some marketing firm, so it was something about the startup culture in India, a full presentation. तो हमने उससे क्या सीखा. So you can add those things in your profile. It really really helps. Like I said, also events. College में जो किया ना, build on that. That's why they say college years are very very important. Any other questions? Finally लोग आ गए हैं, guys. CFA level 1, level 2, level 3, DEFL, scholarship, any CFA related questions, taking it right now, job related questions, interview related questions, everything right now. And I also want to know, like I said, who do you want to see on the channel? What topics do you want to see? Like I said, MBA and marketing is going to be the next topic. Other than that, what do you want to see? Startup growth. Do you want to? I'm planning to get somebody spiritual also because I feel a lot of us believe in luck as a factor. So वो भी एक add करना है मुझे. Celebrities. Who do we want to get? Please let me know. Give me suggestions of people you want to see on the channel and you want to learn from something, and I'll try my level best to find them and get them. All the best to all who are giving. I'm currently in my last year BCom and attempting my CSA after passing. Should I go out for internship or job switching? Should be most. Trading records, this is subjective to how good are you at managing your time. If you're very good at multitasking and managing your time, then you can go for level 2 then you can go for a job, but you need to understand that job में भी ना job मिलने में time लगता है, plus उसको settle होने में 2 months तो पकड़ लो पूरा, like for the routine life. So your proper studies will start after that. So after 2 months के 6 months के बाद, so around 8 to 9 months after you get a job is when you should plan level 2. If you're like me and you feel like I'm not good at multi managing, then it's just wiser कि जहाँ इतना वेट किया 6 महीने और वेट करके give your level 2, put your entire focus, and if it's logistically feasible for you, right? Because sometimes it's not like not all of us can have the privilege that we can just sit at home and not work. So if it is logistically feasible for you and you feel that you will not be able to manage it, then better don't go for a job and finish level 2 so that एक ही बार में खत्म, ऐसे नहीं कि दोनों जगह खिचड़ी बन जाए. But if it's not, you have to do a job, then go ahead, just maybe take a longer time frame to study. Hi Khushbu, how are you? Congratulations on passing level 2, by the way. Please make podcast with CFA professionals and top college. Sudhanshu, I will definitely do. CFA professional के साथ अभी तो बनाया मनीष सर वाला, अभी तो बनाया. And MBA के साथ I'm making. MBA and marketing is one thing I'm taking up because I think a lot of us in finance are very restricted. हमें पता नहीं है कि कितना scope है marketing का. It is actually humongous, guys. They are really paying, especially performance marketing, media buying. They pay people. And CFA applicants तो उनको literally चाहिए, CFA finance वाले बच्चे. So it's something really really that you guys should watch. Khushbu, please make video on safe level 3 strategies. I will, Khushbu. I'll make this very, very soon, for sure. I just wanted the Feb exam to get out of the way because वो बेचारे बच्चे हैं. But I'll make it after the exam for sure. Make money, baby, study. Okay, I hope I can. Pratham Hande, do one podcast with Aditya Iyengar. He's also a content creator and dance here. 1 second, huh? Pratham, I'm taking a screenshot so that I don't lose out on the name, which I did. I will definitely contact him and do my best to get him. I can't promise, but I will try. आप लोग कमेंट सेक्शन में उसको भी स्पैम करना, मुझे भी स्पैम करना, सो दैट वी बोथ गेट दैट कनेक्शन कि हमें बनाना है. प्रथम, नाउ इट्स योर जॉब नाउ, प्लीज. जस्ट जोकिंग. Asil, is CFA harder than Masters of Finance? A little bit, yes. Aryan Gupta, actually, I'm good with numbers and technical knowledge, but not as good in soft skills. Aryan, first of all, kudos to you for accepting that because a lot of people don't accept that. So brilliant, you're already one step ahead of everybody. I always say people who can accept their flaws are always ahead in life. Then I think just focus on working on that. I can already actually sense that your technical skills are good because I've seen your comments otherwise also on the channel. Soft skills पे build करना चालू करो. Watch English courses if English is the problem. Talk to people if confidence is the problem constantly. आंखों में आके डाल के देखना. Small small practices, it will take a long way. I'm thinking to take a soft skills workshop, maybe. I don't know about it. Let me know if you guys want. We can see it. uh, Mihir Singh Thakur, can you tell me about negative marking if applied some questions answered it? Mihir, good news in CFA level 1, 2, 3, there is no negative marking. तो answer नहीं भी आता है तो definitely कुछ mark करो. And thank you Mihir because I had to give this tip. All CFA level 1 candidates who are giving their exam in February, before I take up questions, I'm adding a very, very important tip that I forgot to give in the Monday wala video is, इफ यू डोंट नो एन आंसर, घर से सोच के जाओ कि जो जो आंसर नहीं आता, फॉर एग्जाम्पल 5 आंसर नहीं आते, वो सब आंसर्स के लिए यू विल मार्क अ सी. थिंक ऑफ दैट अल्फाबेट एट होम ओनली. ए होगा, बी होगा या सी होगा, बिकॉज इन द एग्जाम यू ऑलरेडी हैव लिमिटेड टाइम. उस टाइम पे सोचने मत बैठना बिकॉज एटलीस्ट 3 या 4 क्वेश्चन होते हैं पेपर में. 80 to 90% स्टूडेंट्स फेस दिस, जो बिल्कुल ही नहीं आएंगे, मतलब मेथड ऑफ एलिमिनेशन से भी नहीं आएंगे, किसी से भी नहीं आएंगे. तो उस टाइम पे don't waste your time, just mark the answer that you have already decided घर से. It is a tried and tested strategy from 2018. I've been using it. A lot of my viewers who've tried this, Khushbu, I don't know if you have tried it or not, but these people had also really benefited out of it. It makes a lot of sense. घर से आंसर सोच के जाना. स्पेशल टिप था इन केस, बिकॉज आई फॉरगॉट टू पुट इट, सो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू शेयर दिस. ये क्या हो गया? सॉरी गाइस, कुछ गलत हो गया. दैट वाज माय. Is mastering math important to study CFA? Asil Shabi, absolutely not. CFA is very different from maths. Basic maths लगता है, there's not all those derivative integration, quadratic equation type maths. It's not. It's very, very basic. Addition subtraction type math होता है for which you have a calculator. Formula based math होता है for which you have the formula or logic. That's it. Kiran Bale, can you share any 2 months? Can you share 2 months? CFA level 1 done with studying and left with question solving. Kiran Bale, I will definitely make a detailed video on that. Roughly 2 month strategy. If you are done with studying, then you can actually watch my video on the last 1 month strategy. You can use that for 2 months. Like you can take that for 2 months because that's basically for people who are already done with studying. Basically, the point is you need to do cumulative revision, ethics every day, and only use candidate resources moving forward. So just watch that video once, but I will still make a detailed video as well. Certifications versus relevant life projects trading. Relevant life projects any single day. Khushbu, most welcome. And of course, I'll remember your success. You're one of my oldest subscribers. I don't forget you guys as much as possible. I'm just bad with names. And so glad you like my videos. Guys, is the video okay? Because I happened to press something and now I don't know how to go back from it. If a person gets 50, 60 percentile in mocks, will he be able to pass the main exam? Kiran, if he's getting 50 to 60 percentile in mocks, it is fine. But is he taking time to spend? Is he taking time to spend? Sorry. Is he spending time to see what's going wrong and why? If he's doing that, and from there, if he's understanding his mistakes and learning from it, then the chances of passing the exam are high. If he's not seeing what went wrong and just leaving it at the 50, 60 percentile, then it can be a problem. Believe me, it's okay to get a zero in the mock also as long as you're spending time to see what went wrong. That is the most important thing. I completed practice modules like financial modeling only 33%, so it's complete before exam or after exam, but before result. Yeah, me, I think it's fine. It is. Is it easier than CA? Mayank Jain, course wise I would say both are definitely equally difficult because they are both competitive exams, so definitely वो एक थोड़ा सा difficulty level दोनों में ही है, and both have a lot to study, a lot to remember. But what I have heard, I've never given CA, but from the people I've met, and I've met a lot of them, is that CA is a slightly unorganized exam as compared to CFA. The even the fact that you have to be giving your articleship while giving CA compulsory, like CFA people have the liberty to choose work or not work, you know, एक थोड़ा सा एक ease उसमें आ जाता है. So in that point, CA is a little bit more difficult, I would say, in terms of managing everything. And because, like, you know, for example, that group A, group B wala bhi jo cheez aata hai, in CFA you don't have to think about all that. It is what it is, you go. The fact that in CA there are so many decisions to be made also makes it a little bit more difficult, in my personal opinion. Any other question, guys? I don't know what I've pressed. I hope the video is okay. Uh, Pratham has suggested one person for the podcast. Definitely gonna consider him. Anybody else? Any suggestions for the podcast? Non-finance people also, please, because guys, you can't imagine how much you can learn from other people. Trading records, does it add certification? Does this certification add value? It is more the merrier always. But like I always say, don't just do something for the heck of it. If it is aligning to your final goal, ठीक है, एंड आपके पास टाइम है तो करो. बट जस्ट बिकॉज यू फील कि द मोर सर्टिफिकेशंस आई हैव द मोर इट विल बी वैल्यूएबल, not anymore, in my opinion. But yeah, if you have the time, you've done it already, great. It's just, it is going to add that value. But why lose out your jawani on just studying? वो नहीं करना life में. We have to understand that, you know, obviously if I do a CFA, CA, MBA, wow, what a combination. But imagine how long in my life will I study, and matlab kya hai? If I want to get into accounting only, then why am I wasting my time in CFA and MBA? If I want to become a manager, then why am I wasting my time in CFA? That understanding and maturity, if you get it, that's gonna be beneficial for you as a person. करने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, but करने का फायदा भी उतना है कि नहीं, that is what you need to understand, in my opinion. I may also follow. Thank you so much, Sudhanshu. This really means a lot. Like, I can't tell you how much it means to me. Shubham Sharma, how much money fee is required to start CFA course? To start, roughly, if I'm not counting coaching, it can be somewhere around 1.5 lakhs. Because एक registration fee होता है, first time registration fee होता है, उसके बाद you don't need to pay it. And then the exam fees, which is on an average 1 lakh, early bird or normal fees का मिला के. So roughly 1.5 lakhs plus GST to start. Then if you, God forbid, fail that exam, then again another 1 lakh. उसके बाद all other attempts and all other exams 2 and 3 will be 1 lakh more. So in total, on an average, if you're not taking any classes, then 3.5 to 5 lakhs में, considering you, God forbid, fail an attempt में, CFA हो सकता है पूरा rupees. Guys, any other questions? I'll be here for 7 minutes more, I think. Podcast suggestions, bolo bolo, jaldi jaldi bolo, please. Not only finance people भी बोलो मुझे, but other than finance people also, business people, startup people, some celebrities जिसकी life से आपको लगता है कि आप कुछ सीख सकते हो. Because believe me, like, you know, I don't know how many of you all have seen the actual real story. अब उसको तो मैं ला नहीं सकती immediately. I wish एक दिन आप लोग पे करो. But have you seen the story of Shah Rukh Khan? Like how he started from scratch and built something. If you've actually seen that entire journey, how he worked, what he did, it is so inspiring. That is what I want, you know, growing from honest experiences. Of course, finance people, education people, वो सब तो आएंगे ही. That's a default part of this channel. But उनके अलावा आपको किसको चाहिए, who you feel you can grow from? Let me know that here. Any other questions, guys? You can actually become a financial analyst without a CFA degree, but you need to have some form of finance education. So either your graduation or your master, something would be more easier for you to get in, is what I would say, Shubham. Any other questions, guys? Any other podcast suggestions? Have I missed any question, by the way? Guys, if I've missed any question, please let me know. I dropped out of my CA course in 2015, but 6 out of 10 papers same as CA final results. Mihi, I'm not getting what the question is. Like, are you just informing it to me? It's a very inspiring story, actually, I must say, because like people don't have the courage to get out of one competitive exam and go to the other. It's very difficult. Shubham Sharma, yes, I'm a CA final student. Great, Shubham. It can happen. Definitely, there is a slight extra effort you'll need to do, but it's definitely possible. Yes, ma'am. I mean, Aryan Gupta, you too, bro. But kya you? Aage kya? You want to see me in my own podcast? Is that what you're saying, Aryan? Guys, my sense of humor is very, very bad sometimes. I don't know आप में से कितने लोग मेरे व्लॉग्स देखते हो, हंसी आती है नहीं आती है. कभी कभी मैं जोक्स बहुत अच्छे मारती हूँ, कभी कभी मैं जोक्स बहुत खराब मारती हूँ. और आप भी, मैंने आप लोगों को जितना मोटिवेट किया है, अगर किया है, कोई मुझे भी लेवल 3 पढ़ने का थोड़ा सा मोटिवेशन दे दो, सो दैट आई ऑल्सो पास माई एग्जाम इन ऑगस्ट. तो टाइम ही नहीं मिलता पढ़ने का. बोलो 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 बोलो, क्वेश्चन क्वेश्चन क्वेश्चन. Thank you, Aryan, for the suggestions, taking a screenshot of it so that I don't forget. With Murad Beg, actually, मुझे भी करना है. Go spam his channel also. Aryan, tell him take a podcast with Tanishka. And I'll also then reply. Help me, Aryan, for this, please. MBA Finance after CFA. Trading records, it would definitely be very, very beneficial because you'll have a full technical knowledge in finance, full because of CFA. Plus, MBA will give you and train you with all the soft skills needed. I would just suggest, if you are up for it, and it's something that I suggest a lot of people, go for an MBA in marketing if you're doing CFA, because CFA will anyways equip you with all the technical knowledge of finance. The marketing MBA will just equip you with better presentation skills, better soft skills, which will literally make you a complete package. How to start career as a financial analyst for core finance job. Of course. Pratham, the saddest reality in India is you will not be able to start in a core finance job. I know what I'm saying is very, very hurtful, but believe me, I've seen this through personal experience as well. ऐसे नहीं होता. You'll have to start from a back end. I would suggest go for a company that you know you want to be in, or which you know that, for example, you feel like Morgan Stanley is a place that I want to be in. It's a core finance company, right? Get into any role that you're getting for the start period, and then from there, once you're inside, it's easier to navigate your way up. But initially, to start as a fresher, to start, that is a little bit tough to get a core finance job. They will usually only give you back end roles, mid office roles if you're lucky, but mainly back end roles. And India mein to khas karke. Thank you so much, Mihi. Means a lot. Really, really, thank you. Okay, guys, I think people are dropping out. We'll be here for 2 more minutes. Any other questions? Any other suggestions? Anything else that you guys want to know, let me know. Want to know, let me know. Hello, Manas. I actually saved your name from that other. I hope you're the same person that it is. Manas, are you talking about the practical modules or are you talking about the topics, like the studying topics? Because the modules are different, right? If I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not yet 100% researched on it, you can give the modules even after your exam. And I think, again, I'm not confirmed for this, that it is not marked for your exam. So, are we talking about the practical modules or are you talking about um, the topics, as in the study topics, Manas? प्रथम हांडे पार्थ वर्मा के साथ पॉडकास्ट एंड ऑल्सो हिमानी चौधरी डन टेकिंग द स्क्रीनशॉट्स. आप जो जो यहाँ पे सजेशंस दे रहे हैं वो उनके भी चैनल में लिखेंगे, डू अ पॉडकास्ट विद तनिष्का, प्लीज हेल्प. Taking a screenshot for all your suggestions, guys, because I know that the goldfish memory that I have, I'll forget it later. Manas, I'm taking your question final. Like, आप answer करो मुझे, then I will end the chat unless there's any other question. Ma, are you typing the question? I'm waiting for this. Parth Verma and Himani Chaudhary. I haven't seen their content actually. I think Parth Verma I have. Himani, I'm not very sure. Hi, Kishan, by the way. Hello. Do you invest in individual stocks, the marketing channels, or something? Kishan, I won't say a complete yes or no on this because I don't do it very aggressively. I will not lie. I did start it in between, and I did it to just honestly learn, what the market is and how do you do it. Because I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions. For example, people think that the toughest part about investing is to understand the system of how to buy, sell, this and that. But in my opinion, and that person was me who thought, but I think that is actually the easiest part. So yeah, maybe I will make a video on that, or maybe get somebody who's more literate on it to help me make a video on that. That's an amazing recommendation, Kishan. Thank you so much. थैंक यू प्रथम प्लीज प्रमोट आप लोग हेल्प ही नहीं करोगे तो आई हैव टू स्टॉप मेकिंग कंटेंट आई एम जोकिंग 4 modules ethics alternative investment economics study modules are left. Manas, I think, see where you are. Do you want to? I'm not promoting this, but if you have 4 full subjects left, like this, I call these as subjects, like पूरा ethics में कुछ नहीं पढ़ा, alternative investments में कुछ नहीं पढ़ा, ethics में कुछ नहीं पढ़ा. It is doable. Honestly, they are very small topics. AI, alternative investments, and economics are literally very small. If you've done the remaining 7 very well, then I would say take 2 days and finish this ho jayega. If you really sit very dedicatedly, aram se alternative investments is not tough. Eco is not very tough. And ethics is also not very tough. But then 2 full days to study it very like sincerely, nothing else. For life में जो मैं बहुत कम recommend करती हूँ, but considering the situation you are in, सब कुछ बंद. You'll have to only do this. And then the remaining days that you have left, that is the remaining 8 days that you'll have left, will only be for practicing questions that will only make sense if you've done the remaining 7 modules very well. So that is a tricky situation. So are you thinking? I would say even if you're thinking to defer, don't think of it till you complete these 4 topics. First finish these 4 topics, see कितना time लगा है. और अगर वो 7 अच्छे किए हैं, then maybe take the risk. Thank you, Pratham. Manas, did you get your question answered? I want to wait till you get your question answered, and I will only leave after that. So just let me know. Do you still have some doubt in your mind? I don't teach like CFA topics. My God, I don't. I was also thinking actually. I'll not lie, but I feel like I'm not a good teacher. I don't know. I personally feel that, but you never know. Maybe sometime in the future. As of now, that's not the plan at all, and I don't want to, add multiple things for no rhyme or reason. But Manas left the live video. Okay, Kishan, thank you so much for telling me this. I can't see who's there and who's not there. Then there's no point of waiting, but thank you for telling me, Kishan. Manas. Oh, you're telling him, Manas, leave the live video already. How mean, Kishan. I hope I've understood what you're trying to say. No, no. Let him get this question answered. And teaching Aryan, no, yeah, I don't think I'm a good teacher. I don't know actually. I will not lie. There was I'm just telling you guys because you asked this, but there is a CFA coaching institute in Bombay, not Manish sir's class, who had actually offered me the job to teach in their class. But मैंने उनको भी यही बोला कि I don't think I'm a good teacher. जबकि by the way, in case any of you are interested in teaching, it is a very high paying job. I just have to put this out here. It is amazingly high paying if you manage to crack it in the right places. I won't quote figures, but I was really offered something very nice, which I didn't take. So I didn't want to cheat students like you. Make some videos regarding interview after CFA level 1 if possible. We'll definitely do me here. I think there are already 1, 2 videos like that on my channel. Are there? I think. Let me check. But I'm making one. Okay, Manas has left the chat taking Kishan's advice, I would assume, since he's not replying anymore. So, with that, we are going to end this live. Thank you so much, everybody who joined, who gave podcast suggestions, everything that you guys did. Thank you so much for that. And all the very best for everybody giving their exam in February, even for the ones giving it after, but especially for the Feb exams, level 1 and level 3. All the very best. Wishing you guys all the luck and success. Remember, CFA, I know I've said this a lot, and I know you guys have started thinking that I'm mad, but believe me, CFA is a mind game more than anything else. Any competitive exam for that matter. जितना ज़्यादा balanced mind रहेगा, उतना ज़्यादा chances आपके पास होने के. And that's the entire trick. With that, I'm ending this live. I will see you guys very soon. Until then, keep sparkling and definitely keep learning. Bye bye, guys. Bye, guys. Any left questions, by the way? Sorry, I forgot to ask. Add if any question is left, please, feel free to drop it in the comments and I'll answer it. Bye bye. Unsubscribe button hit kar dena. Thank you. Keep sparkling and definitely keep learning.